Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. In our last video, we tackled Gang Car Roundup. In this video, we will complete the fourth and final King Courtney mission. It's called Kingdom Come. I'm currently standing right by the starting mission marker, that green phone icon. But before we begin this mission, I want to head over to Yardie territory and show you that as of this moment in the playthrough, the Yardies are not hostile towards Claude. And by virtue of me saying that, you might have guessed that at the end of this mission, upon passing this coming mission, the Yardies will be hostile towards Claude for the rest of the game. So in this case, I'm just standing right in front of the Yardie. Clearly, he wants nothing to do with me. I think I'm going to punch him, and then he will be interested in me. But that's not general hostility. That's just him defending himself, and then taking it out on the police officer. So we'll just stand here and watch this brawl for a few moments. So the premise of this mission, we haven't even seen the cutscene, but anyway, the premise of the mission is we're supposed to drive from the green phone icon to some courtyard way down south on this island. We've been there before. And then we get in the marked Esperanto, ostensibly to pick up something for King Courtney, but really it's a trap. Catalina, our old friend who abandoned us in the opening cutscene, set a trap for us, and turns out there are some spanked up madmen. Remember, Spank is the name of the street drug. Here, I actually was legitimately trying to punch back, but I couldn't. I was caught in this infinite loop. I had to back up to get out of it. Yeah, this Yardie was he was wrecking me. Um, yeah, so these spanked up madmen are going to be wearing vests with bombs on them, and those bombs will detonate when the spanked up madmen are near to Claude and damage Claude quite a bit. Okay, as usual, I will hush during the cutscene, loving the Jamaican accent last time. Okay, so it's the last time we'll hear from King Courtney. He's not gonna die in this mission or anything, but we just won't hear from him or see him at any point in the rest of this game. Right. The idea is that these spanked up madmen with the bomb vests are going to come after Claude, and we can shoot any of them, and one bullet of any weapon will cause the bomb to explode. And as long as they're far away from us, where we're safe, that's cool. But a few moments after blowing up one of these spanked up madmen, another spanked up madman will come out of the van that the first one generated from. And there's four of these vans constantly generating spanked up admin, although never more than one from a van is alive at any one moment in time. They only respawn when you kill one of them, and then the next one generates from that particular van. Our job is to blow up all four of these vans and mop up any remaining spanked up madmen. So here's the cutscene with the letter from Catalina. Besos y fuderes. We're going to talk about that phrase. And then Peg, P-E-G. We'll talk about that too. But anyway, here's an unskippable cutscene with the spanked up madman here. And he's going to come running towards our car. This is, like I said, unskippable. I can't move my car at any point until after the cutscene. And now we're supposed to destroy the madmen's vans. So what you're seeing here is my vanilla strategy. This is the strat that I apply when I am speedrunning this game 100%. The courtyard is quite dangerous for Claude, understandably so, and so I just come up here. It's quite safe. And then I'll M16 all the vans, and then mop up the survivors. Easy, not super fast. I'll try to do a faster strat later in this video, but safe because we get out of dodge pretty darn quick. All right, the reward for passing this mission is $10,000, and it doesn't unlock any other missions except you can go back and complete Bling Bling Scramble. That was the one with the 15 checkpoints and the 3 other racers. You can complete that as many times as you'd like. Remember, Bling Bling Scramble is one of the 3 repeatable missions in the game. So just looking at the green dots, and I don't go down there until there's no green dots nearby, and then again, one bullet of any gun will blow up the spanked up madman because of the bomb around his chest. All right, so a little bit of trivia here. we'll just wrap this up, I guess. So one guy left. We just need to get him to not be stuck on the wall. And I would like to be not within the blast radius when I blow this guy to smithereens. I think I didn't quite come out okay there, but there's the $10,000 reward. And mission passed. Great. Okay, in this next attempt, I am going to show you what happens when time runs out. So remember, there was a timer that started as soon as you began the mission. I think it's, what, like a minute and a half? And I came down here just to see if maybe that Esperanto would explode, but nothing happens. You just fail. You're out of time. Next attempt, we are going to, oh, and then I'll show you that the Esperanto is unlocked. It's not, sometimes these mission-specific vehicles become locked after you fail or after you pass, but this one is just ordinary. I can drive it away. Okay, here we are going to destroy the Esperanto before getting into it. And this is going to be a mission fail. Which makes sense, I guess, because you can't read the letter if it's been destroyed. The letter from Catalina. Here I've gotten in the van, or the Esperanto, and now I'm going to destroy the Esperanto after that cutscene. And it's going to be no problem. And then I'm going to show you what happens if you aren't careful in this mission, is you get quickly surrounded, and once you get on the ground, it is very difficult to get away. Oftentimes, another madman will come by and blow you up while you're trying to get up from the ground. And then that cycle just kind of continues. Here, I was just curious about shoving the Esperanto. You know, like oh, and here, take a look at the spelling of pig, P-E-G, die, pig, die, or die, pig, dog, die. So I think that that's supposed to be a representation of Catalina's Latina accent, but she's writing it. It's in a letter. It's not like she would spell it phonetically according to her Latina accent. She would spell it pig, P-I-G, or maybe the Spanish word cerda. Like I don't understand. It's kind of funny, but I don't quite think it's realistic. Okay, so I was curious to see if the madman from the cutscene would be able to find me if I was in an Esperanto that wasn't where he was expecting it to be. And also wondered if the cutscene would even start if I was in an Esperanto and not where it was supposed to be. Here I moved the Esperanto to a different spot, like so that the madman from the cutscene has to go in a totally different direction from typical. And I just put the whatchamacallit, police car in the way just for kicks. And then I'll point out that during this explosion that we're going to see from the madman in the cutscene, the police car is going to get shoved several feet away from the explosion. And so I think that the explosion like has some physics associated with it, but I don't think it actually damages the vehicles or the player if the player happened to be out of the vehicle. I think it just does the physics thing. But I think that police car should have blown up, taken significant damage. It was already not whole when I brought it here from the drive from the green phone icon. Okay, lots of exploding stuff. This is my attempt at my first of 3 challenges that I set out for myself in making this video. First, I wanted to see if I could pass this thing using my weakest weapon, which is the pistol. So that's what we're doing here. And it would take an awful long time to blow up one of these vans with the pistol, but if I blow up a madman near the van that he just got out of, then he takes care of the work for me. So that's 2 of the 4 bands already done. Just trying to keep my distance from these guys and then hopefully blow somebody up near the van right when they get out like that. And then I think we've just got one more, and we've taken a little bit of damage, but not too much. And then I think that's mission passed. Okay, so that was the first of 3 challenges. We're going to do one more shoving attempt before I move on to challenge number 2. Here, I wanted to put the Esperanto. Where are we going here? I think we're going to try to put it in the way of the van that comes in during the cutscene. Yeah, trying to put it in his path just to see like what happens if the Esperanto is where he wants to be. I think I'm also going to put the police car in his path, and what is going to happen here is the police car will despawn, not surprising, but it can't despawn the Esperanto because I'm going to be in it. So I think we're in a good spot here. I'm totally in the way with both vehicles. Police car is gone, and now here comes the van during this cutscene. What's he going to do? He's going to very rudely cause a motor vehicle accident. Look at this. We need to exchange insurance documents. This is uncalled for. Okay, so I'm totally behind him. He walks to his normal starting spot, and then he finds me. So these madmen are programmed quite well. Okay, so here is a fail at my challenge number two. So second challenge, I've already beaten this mission with the weakest weapon I had, the pistol. Now I want to try to beat the mission with no weapon at all. I intend to not fire a single round of any kind of ammo, and I also don't even want to like run over these guys with my car. So my hope is that I can put my car near one of their vans and have them explode. Oh, look out! Not like that. Oh my goodness, I got some hang time. I want to explode them near their own vans, and hopefully I have enough time to get out. So there, I did run over one of the guys. That's my bad. Hopefully, I have enough time to get out and get away. Here I am, splitting the defense. Look at me running. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown. I'm kind of glad the Banshee was locked for sure. That guy with these guys were too close to me when I tried to get in the Banshee. I would have been exploded right quick. Okay, so just running for my life. That's the standard with this challenge. So spoilers, I'm going to fail this challenge, or at least I'm going to give up on it before I complete it. Wow, look at the acceleration from 3 exploding guys. So here is my last attempt. Now I'm going to skip the lines of dialogue, but it's weird. Like you skip them with W, and so I was just spamming W. But what's weird is that like some cutscenes are unskippable, like this one right here. Some cutscenes are totally skippable from the beginning of the cutscene. Other cutscenes are skippable only when the dialogue starts. Like what's her name, Maria meeting with her drug dealer over on the west coast of Portland. Um, but this cutscene was like the lines were scrollable. It wasn't. I couldn't skip the cutscene. I had to see every one of Catalina's 3 lines. It was so strange. I've never seen that behavior before. Okay, so I don't know how many bands we've blown up. I guess one. Yeah, just one. So this is going to be another fail, and it's going to be my last fail. But it was my best attempt at this in terms of how many bands I was able to blow up. So I think this is number 3, but I also think this might be curtains for GTA failures attempts at this. I think that this challenge. Oh no, we got this one. All right, so that was number 2. But yeah, we're going to ultimately fail this attempt. I think that this challenge, the pacifist challenge here, might be trivial with an explosion-proof vehicle, and there are such things. In fact, I could have grabbed one during Turismo, but I didn't. Um, we're going to grab that one during Turismo later in this video series. There's also an upcoming mission called Evidence Dash with a Bobcat that's explosion proof. So maybe it'd be trivial with one of those vehicles, but I just don't have it right now, and I don't feel like doing the work to get it, the one from Turismo at this moment. But to my viewers, maybe take this on as a challenge if you want. Pacifist passing of Kingdom Come. Okay, so the next, what do we have next here? All right, so this, yeah, so I just couldn't get away fast enough here. Lots of exploding stuff. All right, so here is my final attempt at this. And challenge number 3 that I laid out for myself was to, what am I doing here? Did I just loaded the wrong save? Sorry, should have cut that out. Challenge number 3, and my final attempt at this, is to basically do like a speed strat, like to do a faster strat than my vanilla strat, which was the first time I showed me passing this mission in this video, where I like quickly drove out of the courtyard and then got up to higher ground for safety. So we're going to use the M16 and try to blow up the Madmen and the 4 vans as quick as I can, and additionally not take any damage. I'd really like to have all these guys exploding far away from me. That's the challenge. And there's a GTA speedrunner. His name is Lots of S, no spaces. You can find his stuff on YouTube. And I saw him do a 100% video of this game a while back. And so essentially, I'm just kind of copying the order in which he blew up the Madmen and the vans. And it took a few attempts, maybe half a dozen, before I finally got this success. Also note that I'm going to get out of the vehicle at the start of the cutscene. That's going to make it quicker for me to start shooting folks. I got my M16 ready, and then I'm going to spam the get out of vehicle button as I'm getting in. So there I am. And for sure, like this cutscene bomb that's going to go off should kill me, right? Like it's going to be right next to me, but it has no impact on my health. So I think it's just for show, but it does have the physics associated with it, but no damage. And again, even though I'm out of my vehicle, I still won't be able to control Claude for about 2 seconds after this cutscene. All right, so a bit about this mission from the trivia. on the wiki. In her note, Catalina uses the word fuderes, Fuderes, and the wiki points out this is not a Spanish word, which is correct. So I did a little bit of research. The wiki has some stuff which I'm essentially going to read, but I disagree with it a tiny bit. So I did a Google Translate on the word Fuder, which is the singular version of fuderes, which is what was in the letter. Um, and it found Portuguese. It detected Portuguese, and it says that the English version of fuder is the F word, which I'm not going to say because I'm hoping there's no kiddies watching this, but just in case there are. So if you put an es at the end, it makes it plural, and so besos y fuderes is translated to kisses and the plural of the F word, which doesn't quite translate at least not in English anyway. But it's weird that they would give Catalina something in Portuguese because she is like Mexican, or I think I've seen Colombian or Dominican Republic, and they speak Spanish in all of those countries, not Portuguese. Okay, yeah, I think the only Latin American country where they speak anything other than Spanish is Brazil. That's where they speak Portuguese. All right, so here I'm just demonstrating that the arties are something ticked off of me, hostile, and they will be hostile the rest of the game. And also, to my surprise, I'm demonstrating that my look to the side technique has no impact on these guys. They pull me out even though I'm doing my standard drive-by thing. If you recall, the Diablo Stallions, they were hostile to me, but they were unable to pull me out of my vehicle if I was looking to the side. These yardies do not care a whit about me looking either way. They just want me dead. Um, all right, so here we're headed. Oh, Moriarty's mad at me. Here I'm going to head back to the green phone icon, and I'll point out that the icon is gone forever. You won't see it on the map, but if we're close to the phone, it will ring. And then I'm going to step into the marker just to show you that I can start Bling Bling Scramble, and I can do it as many times as I want. I'm also going to pull up my stats just to show you for the first time that the number of checkpoints in Bling Bling Scramble, my first attempt at this, is going to be illustrated here. And if you recall, Bling Bling Scramble has 15 checkpoints in all. You just need to get more than anybody else. You don't even need a majority, just a plurality will do. But my challenge was to get all 15 of those checkpoints, and eventually we got there, and I knew that you had faith in me. So there you go, most checkpoints in Bling Bling Scramble, 15. And I'll walk into the marker and just show you a couple of seconds of the cutscene of this save file. But I can't improve on my record, and so I'm going to load. So here's me just demonstrating Bling Bling Scramble is the thing that starts. So what I'm going to do is load a different save file, a save file that was never shown in this series. It's from 2009, and I found it on GTA forums. I put the link in the video description below, and at that site, you can download any number of save files of the game in various states of completion. Basically, like any mission that you want to be able to do, you can just download the appropriate save file and you'll be ready to do that mission. You don't need to download software. You don't even need to unzip anything. It's just literally a save file, one click, and you're done. And all you do is download the save file to your computer and then put it in the correct folder on your computer, and then it's there. It shows up ready to go. Here I am demonstrating that I off video completed Bling Bling Scramble here, and I think I got 7. Like I won with 7, and then I want to do Bling Bling Scramble. There you go, 7 out of 15, and then I'll do Bling Bling Scramble here in this video, and show you that I will improve. You can improve, and then the stat gets updated in the stats menu. Okay, right. So in the video description, like I put a link to where I got the save file, and also I'm going to put a link to how to find the folder on your computer where you're supposed to put the save file. Okay, here I'm going to type in a cheat code just to make the weather nicer. I feel bad even saying this out loud. The cheat code to make the weather nice and sunny is skin cancer for me. No spaces, skin cancer for me, cheat activated, and there you go. Okay, so here's my attempt to beat 7 checkpoints. I think it's in double speed here, and then I'll show you the updated stat. All right, back to the trivia from the wiki. Originally, the game referred to the guys from the vans as suicide bombers, but following the September 11th attacks, they were instead referred to as spanked up madmen. Certain original European releases refer to them as suicide bombers. The spanked up suicide maniacs could be a reference to the simulacrums from the video game series Marathon, who behave in the same manner. running towards the main character, screaming incoherent phrases with the intention to explode near the main character. If you go back and look very carefully, you'll notice that the timers on the fronts of bombs on the vests read 00:00, which indicates the bombs were possibly remotely triggered. Um, so again, the name of this mission is Kingdom Come, and so I'm reading from the wiki here. The name of the mission is a reference to the phrase blown to kingdom come, a term often used following a massive and destructive explosion. I agree with that interpretation, but I also think that Kingdom Come is a reference to the name of the mission giver. King Courtney is the name of the guy who gave us all four of those green telephone missions. So, because this is the last we will see of King Courtney, this is the last of his missions. It's time for us to rate his missions and rate him as a mission giver. Bling Bling Scramble, that's this one you're seeing here. I really like this one. I like it much better than the other races. It's just more interesting with everybody racing for checkpoints instead of that can kind of appear in different places, and whoever gets it first wins it. It's not just an ordinary street race. So I like this one. We're giving this one a 9 out of 10. Uzi Rider, remember we took that perennial and drove it over to Diablo Stallion country in Portland and killed 10 Diablo Stallions and then came back. Gosh, that car is terrible. 5 out of 10. Gang car roundup, where you have to collect three specific gang cars from the wild. I like that one. It's a nice fetch quest, I think. 7 out of 10 there. And then Kingdom Come, the one from this video, 8 out of 10. Quite exciting and a fun mission. And really easy for things to go wrong. So surprisingly, the King Courtney did quite well. I mean, he's just a side guy, right? He's not part of the main storyline. You don't even have to do his missions at all ever. You can still complete the final mission, story mission of the game without talking to King Courtney once. So there you go, 9 out of 10 improved. Sorry, 9 out of 15 improved from 7 out of 15. So King Courtney, even though he's a side mission giver and not even part of the main storyline, does surprisingly well, in my opinion. 8 out of 10 is my grade for this guy as a mission giver. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.